I invite only loving energy. I invite only energy of the highest realms. I allow only energy that is for our highest good as the collective. Everything is energy. Everything is frequency. Everything happens for a reason. The universe is mental. Everything happens in perfect timing. Every single thing that happens in your life happens because it's supposed to. Things are never random when it comes to the spiritual realm and our lives. They seem random because that's an experience, but things will never be random as everything is connected. Even things that you like from when you were a kid to the colors that you like, they all connect to who you are, your authenticity, and your personality. And your personality and your self expression itself becomes your destiny path, my friends. Nothing is ever random. There are no coincidences. If you have not healed yet, if you have not moved up, or if you don't think you have evolved yet, it's because it's not time for you to evolve. It's not time for you to understand certain spiritual things yet, and it's still probably trying to tell you, the spiritual realm is probably still trying to tell you to look inwards or look this way instead. Sometimes instead of looking towards the spiritual realm all the time, we just need to ground ourselves and experience the human experience itself, as the human experience is also a spiritual experience. What's going on, my friends? How are my beautiful friends doing? How are my beautiful soul fam doing? I know the energies have been very, very intense, but so have the upgrades. Yes. What's going on, guys? Cheers. FSBS, how you doing? Pushal, what's going on? Hello, Elia. Let's get to the message of the day, okay? I have one ready for you guys, so let's get to it. Message of the day, my friends. A distant friendship could begin to look more promising for you. Now, friendship doesn't mean a person in the 3D realm, although it could be. But what I'm feeling here is a certain spirit guide, a certain friend that you have in the spiritual realm that has been a friend for you for an eternity is calling out to you, is calling out for your attention. And this is for almost everyone in here, including the people, at least this is what I'm feeling, including the people that are going to watch this in the replay. The more you sit still with yourself, the more you understand the spiritual realm and you understand that everything is connected with love. And the more you open up to the spiritual realm itself, there's going to be a spirit guide waiting for you to be ready. And this spirit guide will show you the way. It doesn't have to be just one guide, it could be a bunch of them together. It could be you meet one and then the next day you meet another. It could be a longer period of time. But they're waiting for you in the spiritual realm. They're waiting for you to connect because they can't force themselves on you. It's just not in their nature. It's not how it works. So instead, you have to open up to them. And once you open up to them, your road is going to become more clear. It doesn't matter if you have been going through negative things for years. It really doesn't matter. It could be 3 to 5 years. Healing doesn't work that way. When you heal, it's like this sometimes, because God speed. Anything can change at any time. It doesn't matter how long you've been dealing with things. So give yourself hope back. Give yourself faith back. Whatever it is that you're going through, my beautiful soul fam, you will overcome it. As long as you believe. How's everyone doing? Hello, Redma. Astro Buddies, that's right, FSBS, Astro Buddies. a little hot in here. There we go. My friends, you got to understand that the universe is the mind. The universe is mental, yes? It's not physical, that's the illusion. The mental is the projection. The physical realm is the projection of the mental. So when you begin to take care of your mental, you begin to tell yourself good things about yourself in your mind, and you begin to move from the mental aspect first. Then you can get where you need to go. You can manifest literally anything that you want. It's just that your traumas and your belief system isn't there yet for you to be able to manifest your abundance. But don't get it twisted, guys. This spiritual journey isn't just about shadow work. Isn't just about healing and, spreading love, although it is. It's also about you manifesting your abundance. However that looks to you, personally. Okay, so don't think that there's anything wrong with you for wanting to manifest good things for your life. You are literally a manifestor being. And you're always manifesting anyway. So switch that vibration, switch that perception, understand that if you're not there yet, it's because it's not time yet. And return to the truest aspect of yourself, which is love, my friends. Which is love, love, love conquers all. Amen. Hello, V. Thank you for being here. Let's go. Hello, Robin. Ken, I'm feeling fantastic today. I'm feeling good. Within a Brook, how you doing? Thank you for being here. Let's go. Soul Fam is here. FSBS. Today I had a crazy purge and cry. Let all my emotions out. Beautiful. Without caring about who would hear it. Yeah, that happens sometimes, yes. I'm fine now, so much better. This happened at 2:30 p.m. New moon in Cancer, 2 hours after 4 p.m. Let's go FSBS for the healing. Proud of you, okay? Healing is not easy. The spiritual realm, this spiritual journey is not an easy journey. There's a lot of tests that we go through. There's a lot of energies that we go through because of new spiritual awarenesses. Breed new different energies. Every time we have a new perception or a new way of understanding God, there's always going to be balance, meaning there's always going to be a lower energy attached to that. And our job is to recognize that. Yes, we do. Yes, 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 my friends. I'm doing fantastic, Edgar. I'm glad you are doing well also. Let's go Within a Brook. Yes, I'm doing much better now. I'm feeling much, much better than, I guess, my last live. My last live wasn't too good. But yeah, I'm feeling fantastic. I guess what I can say, the spiritual lessons that I've been learning from going through this psychosis is I was in my mind too much. I would meditate way too much. And I was thinking too much spiritual terms. It took me away from my human body. So it took me away from my human experience. And I detached from my human experience. And that causes spiritual psychosis as well. So we have to be careful, guys, right? We have to be careful to, well, not be careful, but we have to just put it in our mind, yes, that we are also humans, right? Yes, we're souls. We're spiritual beings having a human experience. But we are still here. And we are still living a human experience. And we're still grounded here. It's both, right? We can't lose that part of ourselves, because then you still have a 3D mind, you still have a human mind, and that human mind is not going to feel so good when it believes it's not real. Thank you, Robin. I appreciate that. I really do believe that a lot of us, we're going to teach our ways in a different, it doesn't have to be like a full-on teacher or whatever, but we're going to give advice to people when they need it, even if it's just one person in your life, right? That's why I think a lot of us have to go through certain things. We have to go through psychosis, we have to go through, heart chakra blockages and, all these things. And even though they're very heavy, when we overcome them, when we overcome them, because we will, it's just a matter of time, okay? When we overcome them, we will learn so much about the spiritual realm and ourselves that we can pass on this knowledge to anyone else that actually needs it. Because there's going to be lots more people awakening to the spiritual realm. There's people waking up right now. There's people going through spiritual awakenings right now. And they're going to go through the demons and the darkness and the lower energies that you guys overcame. They're going to go through that, and they're going to need your guidance, man. They're going to need your energy. Yes? One of the best things for a person that's not feeling so well is someone else that's already been through it and shows an example of how they got out. It gives absolute hope to the person. Because the energy is contagious. The energy of love is contagious. Once you feel that energy of love, the 5D energy, it's done. It's done. All right, my beautiful friends. So if you guys have felt like you were in a low frequency or you weren't feeling so well, you're back. We're back to the 5D. We're back to inner strength. We're back to our purposes again. Okay? I'm so glad we're rising back like Phoenix again. We are so awesome. Let's go, FSPS. Yes, all of us, man. All of us. And we're all doing it together, man. And nobody's late. Nobody's early. Nobody's late. Time isn't even linear anyway. Needs to be balanced between spirit and body, mind, body, and soul. Too much of either can cause distortion. Yep, I'm glad you're back, Edgar. You got this, broster. Let's go within a brook. Thank you so much for a wonderful message. And yes, very true, man. Very true. The funny thing is that, like, I knew this already. I knew you had to be grounded and stuff. But sometimes we don't practice that. Like, even if we know things, we don't practice it in our day-to-day lives, and we can get lost in it, So I guess for me, it was just too much of the other way. Instead of like ego and humans and body, I went too much to the spiritual realm, and that caused distortion, So we have to be in both places at once, if that makes sense. I like to say, honor your human self. Honor your human experience. Right? If you honor your human experience and you honor your human story, right, you're gonna have a great life. Krishna wasn't always floating in the air and meditating all day. He would break the rules every now and then. He would laugh and poke fun. He was in the human experience, right? And that's where you find balance. Balance is like crucial. Edgar, if you'll be tapping into energies in a while, when you will, I'd like to know if I overcame at least 2 or at least 1 cycle in a day. I feel like many baggages had been lifted off of my shoulders. I can tap in right now. I can tap in for you right now. If you guys want me to tap into your energies, guys, and read your energies and connect with your spirit guides, go ahead and ask, okay? We can tap in now. I only invite the loving energy. I only invite the loving vibe. I am always with my higher realms. I am always in the higher realms and with my spirit team. Spirit, I ask of you today, show me FSBS. It feels like you've realized your worth, almost like your power, almost. It feels like you've realized, even though you already knew this, there were parts of you, FSBS, that held back your power because of doubt, because fear and stuff like that. It's, there's doubt. There was doubt in here. These versions of you that were doubting are gone. Okay, this is what it feels like to me. Okay, it feels like you replaced those versions with happier versions that are not expecting a lot. Okay, you're not expecting a lot of things. You're just content. You're feeling good and content and free, right? You're much more lighter in your shoulders, like you said right there, and you're lighter, much more lighter. Versions of you that had trauma have been released. Yes? This puts you in higher dimensional spaces. This puts you in higher dimensional awareness. Okay? I feel what your guides is trying to tell you at this moment is to move with this momentum. Okay? This is important for you, FSPS. Move with this momentum. This is what your guides are saying. And start taking action a little bit with this momentum. Look at the world. There's going to be things in the world, FSBS, okay, and I can already feel it. There's going to be things in the world that are going to test this momentum. People especially, okay? Return to your momentum again. If it lowers, return to yourself, okay? And don't beat yourself up if it does. Yeah? Cheers. Neutral, yes, exactly. That's what it felt like to me. Balanced, a neutral energy, momentum. And it's just the way you're feeling right now. That's the momentum, right? You're feeling good. You're feeling content, right? Keep it there. That's what I'm saying. Stay there. Stay with that momentum, right? Stay with those thoughts. You have different thoughts now, right? You're not thinking certain darker thoughts now. Now when you look at certain things, they're at a much lighter view, right? Okay? And since they're at a much lighter view, you want to be able to give these positive thoughts now more love. That's what momentum means. Give this more. That little bubble of love, make it bigger and bigger and bigger. Yeah? All right. Hello, Red. What's going on? Word, dude. I've been putting too much pressure on my purpose. I was forgetting to live freely and have fun. This was suppressing my freedom and my purpose and manifesting. But it had to happen to learn exactly within the brook. By the way, you've been doing fantastic. Okay? You've been doing fantastic. You should be very proud of yourself, okay? Ridma! Edgar, I am really disturbed right now, okay? I did something that I should not have. Can I have some guidance from your spirit guides? Yep. From the spirit guides, yes. Spirit be with me. Only the lighter energies be with me. Only love energies be with me. Show me Ridma, please. What does she need to know right now? You're being very hard on yourself, Ridma. This is not me saying it. This is literally the frequency of your guides saying this. Okay? No matter what this is, because to you this feels heavy. You're being hard on yourself. You're being very hard on yourself. Also, try to relax. Try to relax your spirit. There's a lesson in here. There's a viewpoint in here. There's a perception in here that you're missing. But you have to relax and stop judging. When you judge, the fear comes in. Yes? You're also kind of judging others too as well, I think. The fear comes in, and with this fear, it clouds your truth. Okay? So release those clouds a little bit. Stop judging yourself, okay? Stop being so hard on yourself. Okay? And also, you're judging like your past as well. Like you're judging who you are as a person. And all. Stop. Don't do this, okay? Be very careful with this, okay? Let this go. This is not for you. Return to yourself, okay? Return to yourself. Love yourself. Hold your heart. Tell yourself that I love myself. It doesn't matter what I do. Everything that I do, everything that happens because it's supposed to. It's teaching me something, yes? Return to this awareness, please. Hearing anything for me, Edgar? Yes, Robin, let's go. Let's get some Palo Santo action in here, yeah? Your inner child needs more visiting, Robin. Although you visit it a lot as well, obviously. You have a free mind. But I don't think your inner child needs visiting as in you do things that make your inner child happy. I think you need to just go to your inner child right now. You need to go to your inner child and just give her a hug and let her know that you are there. It's like a parent. There are times where your inner child feels lost. Okay? This is going to help a lot with that, okay? Love, divine feminine energy is what is needed for your inner child at this moment, okay? Yes. Alright, let's go. Excuse me. Can get to any messages from my spirit guides regarding my love, life, and career and cash flow. Okay? Show me Kenyatta, please. Yeah, so there's still you have some type of money blockage still, Kenyatta. Okay, I think this is tied to what we were talking about before, but this money blockage has to do with obviously your confidence. Okay, and it's because it feels like this feels like it's because you compare yourself to others. You compare yourself to the world, and you look at the world, and you compare yourself, and all these things. Return to yourself. Okay, return to your joy. You know, when you return to your joy without attaching yourself to the world, right? Oh, wow, this person's doing this or this person's doing this and blah, 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 all these things. And you return to your truest self, right? What you actually want to do. I know there's a lot of things in your environment that are telling you to go other ways, but those are incorrect, okay? Only you know only you know which way to go, okay? So return to yourself, detach yourself a bit. If you can't do that, say your affirmations, write things down, do all that stuff, okay? And check in on your inner child as well. Just like Robin, check on your inner child. Talk to her. Be nice to her. Give her love. Give her a kiss. All that stuff, okay? This money blockage that you have, it feels like it's like a progression blockage. I don't want to say progression blockage because then that might put fear in you, but it's just a little blockage you have, okay? It has to do with your confidence in yourself, okay? And again, it's because you compare yourself to others. Every single person in the world has their own universe that they are manifesting at the moment. So stop comparing yourself to other people's universes. They're not your universe. You have your own. And from there, you will manifest your career and your love life and your finances. Okay? Sarah. Yes. Show me Sarah, please. I don't know what this really means in this. It's like a symbolism. I don't think they're giving you anything, but I feel what this means. This is what I'm feeling, is that the whole world is here for you, right? Like the world is there for you. What's that saying? The world is yours. Okay? You've been healing very, very much. You've been healing a lot. It does feel like there's going to be ups and downs still, but again, these are all learning lessons. But you've been healing a lot and getting to very high dimensional spaces and awarenesses and happiness levels as well. You know, when you do your meditations and stuff. And it gives you new ways of looking at new timelines, okay? The world is yours. Don't hold yourself back now. Whatever it is that you want to do with your life, and it's a part of your journey, whether that's traveling the world, even in small things. I want to go to the beach today, right? Things like that. The world is yours. Okay? Noah with the first super chat of the live. Let's go, Noah. Thank you so much, man. We have a message. Life has been hard. Okay, I got you. Show me Noah, please. Yeah, there's a lot of beliefs that you have. Not a lot, but there's a good number of them. Beliefs that you have that are a lot of fear here. A lot of fear here, you know? Even fear of the spiritual realm, if that makes sense to you. Even fear of like spiritual concepts sometimes, you know? How can this be? How can that be? How can this? What if? What if? What if? A lot of what ifs. How can this? How can that? How can this? Man. Understand, Noah, okay? Understand. Understand that everything you're going through is an energy process. It has nothing to do with actual beliefs. It has nothing to do with knowing. It only has to do with an energy process. Time is not linear. Time is a spiral. Every time you have an episode of darkness, understand that you are purging, even if it doesn't feel like it. You have to put yourself in your mind in the dimensional space, awareness, or manifestation where you will learn from this dark energy. These dark energies, because there are a couple fears that you have in here that are attached to you, okay? Doesn't mean that you have to get even more afraid and give it more power. Even if you feel the fear, it is okay. As soon as you begin to tell yourself every single day, even if it's hard, every single day you tell yourself that I will overcome this. It does not matter how strong this is. I will overcome this. I love God and God loves me. If you keep telling yourself this, eventually this will go away, because this is what you're dealing with, Noah, okay? Pockets of fear. And this is like distortion in belief systems, because you gave it too much attention sometimes. When you give distortion idea too much attention and you believe it too much, it stays there. Yes, but so what if it stays there? So what? You are a creator being, okay? You have the power to make it go away, even if it takes a long time. As long, literally with your affirmations, okay? So do it now if you have to, if you have to. Even if it doesn't feel like the truth. Say it now. Say, I know I'm going to overcome this, because God loves me. Right? Open yourself up to God. God is waiting for you. And we will all send prayers to you as well, okay? We will all send our loving energy and prayers. We're not going to leave you behind, man. Nobody's going to be left behind. Okay? Let me see if I missed anybody else. Doesn't seem like I missed anybody else. Yeah. By the way, Edgar, how can I be compassionate with my sister? I feel like there is bad tension between us sometimes. Okay. The way we are having fun and then suddenly it all switches today was crazy. First of all, there's like a pockets of low frequency going on right now, right? Just because of all the things that are happening in the world, and there's just a lot of low frequency going on, so it can mess with relationships. You know, twin flame relationships, sister relationships, brother relationships, mother and father relationships. So understand that when you guys are fighting each other, right? It's not you fighting with her. It's your traumas fighting with each other. It's your trauma is fighting with her trauma, and they're both going at it. But your true selves are over here. Okay? So remember this when this is going on. Even if she doesn't understand, and she might not be as spiritual as you, but as long as you understand. And when you understand, you can then express yourself through that understanding. The more you express yourself through an understanding, right? Meaning you understand why things happen and why people are certain ways, everything happens for a reason, the more your aura of light is going to be expressed. And that's going to reach her. no matter what. Even if she doesn't, even if she doesn't make it obvious that it's reaching her, it still will. Okay. Thanks, Edgar. I definitely been needing a hug. I hadn't thought to do it to myself. Thank you. Yes, Robin. Go give your little girl a hug, okay? Cry if you have to. You got this. Oh, it's the music. This one. Okay. Hopefully I didn't miss any questions. Huh. What up, prosperity? Melissa, Edgar, can you tell me if I have met my twin flame? Because it sure feels like it, even though he has just went silent again. Anything specific I need to know or do? I'm so confused. No worries, Melissa. We got this, okay? Let me see if I can try and read your energy first. Okay, let me just clear my energy. Only invite the love of life here. I ask the Oracle to be with me. Oracle, show me Melissa. It doesn't feel like it. Okay, Melissa? Give me a second, okay? Because I'm getting a lot of mixed answers, which means there's probably still some trickster spirits around. Yeah, this feels like a lesson almost. This feels more like a lesson rather than a twin flame connection. Okay? Melissa? Okay? So try to look for the lesson in here. Try to look for the lesson in here, okay? Yeah. I guess return the focus to yourself. Okay. Ridma, Edgar, I'm sorry for asking this again. Am I descending on my spiritual path? Don't feel aligned or healed lately. What should I do? It just depends on what descending means to you. You can't really descend like because everything happens for a reason. Even if you fall to lower energies again, it's just another way for you to learn how to return back to the higher energies. You know, you're not always okay. So the spiritual journey isn't always ascending. It's just about lessons. It's more like this, right? It's more like that until you reach your 5D perception. And even when you reach your 5D perception, right, you can still fall to the 4D. That's the journey. It's not like always going. So if you think that you fell a little bit, yeah, or descend, or whatever you want to call it, right, you're actually on the right track. You're never actually getting off your path, especially if you're a spiritual person. Because remember, the law of focus, right? Once you focus on something that you are, or focus on something that you're doing, like a spiritual path, it's done already. You're already on that timeline. Like, you literally can't go back anymore. Once you have a spiritual awakening, you can't go back. Yeah? Okay, so descending, yeah, maybe in your rhythm of life, maybe you fell a little bit, and that's okay, but you're not falling back on your spiritual path. Okay? If you don't feel aligned or healed, okay, try to look at the feelings that you have internally and write them down. What is stopping you? What fears are stopping you? Like, actually write them down. Because I know we say, well, we're going to write things down, but we rarely do. Even I sometimes need to write things down. Writing things down is very, very powerful. Write your fears and your real fears, right? Write the things that you think are stopping you from moving on to the next. And just by writing them down alone, it's like you're putting a magnifying glass on them. It's like you're locating them. Now it's a lot easier to navigate. Oh, this is why I do this. Oh, this is why I do this. Okay. Oh, I get triggered because of this. Okay. And instead of judging yourself, you're like, oh, I get triggered because, well, it's a normal part of the human experience, and this is one of my traumas that I just have to work on. Okay. So I guess change your perception as well, change your mindset as well, Ridma, right? On your spiritual path. And maybe that in and of itself is the lesson for you to go to the next step of your spiritual evolution, okay? Okay. Omkra, good evening, Edgar. Excuse me, everyone. I feel good early on. Now seems strange. I do know I have been doing things that are good and things that are not good. Importantly, I do love to follow each of doing. All right, Omkra, I'm glad. Hopefully you're feeling much better than what you were feeling before. Doing aligning things. Awesome. Perfect. Thank you, Edgar. That was a spot on reading and very needed. No worries, Noah. So what you said was on point. The giving gesture means that they are giving me the world. The world is my... Yes, exactly. The world is yours. The world is your oyster. Yes, you're healing a lot, okay? And your perceptions of things are getting grander. But, Red, I still feel some doubt every now and then, right? I do feel some doubt from you every now and then, right? Like if you want to do something, that normal human doubt. It's not super strong. It's the normal human doubt. So let go of that doubt and understand that the world is yours for the taking. Yes? Edgar, are your sessions available for early July? Yes, they are. They should be, yes. By the way, if you guys want a consultation with myself, all the people that have been doing consultations with me, you guys are freaking awesome, man, and you guys have been putting in work, so I know you guys have been putting in work. I've been speaking to you guys in the emails, and if you just want a regular reading from myself as well, my services are in the links in the video description down below. And of course, my friends, if you guys haven't checked out the Lighthouse, it is a Discord for Lightworkers like you and me, chosen ones, whatever you want to call it, right? Starseeds. Every awesome, beautiful person that is here in this chat is also there. I mean, you can find everything there. It's a safe space for Lightworkers to speak their truth and not feel so judged for it. Yes, so go check that out as well in the video description down below. What up, Etheric? Thank you for being here, man. Appreciate you. Let's go, Joey. That's right. That's right. I love it. I've been descending too. Thank you, Edgar. Yeah. So again, remember, when we do feel like we're descending, right? It's, I mean, it is descending, right? But it's not like my whole journey's screwed, right? It's just a little one. Eventually, you're gonna figure it out. I promise you, you will. Okay? Eventually you're gonna figure it out, and you're just gonna return again. Okay? And then when you return, evolution happens, right? When you return, lessons happen, and then make you a better person, right? You have more experience now, right? To deal with certain things. There's a huge lesson for sure. I've tried to stay compassionate about it, more thinking he was my twin flame. Long history beyond all others. Thank you for the insight. No worries, Melissa. You got this, okay? You got this. Just trust yourself. Remember, guys, the spiritual journey, I know it's about the collective, but it's also about you, okay? So it's legit a detachment journey and a self-love journey, okay? So anything that happens to you, look at it through the eyes of loving yourself. Even if someone rejects you or whatever, right? It's not truly rejection anyway. It's just more like redirection. A lot of the times our frequency is so high, yeah, that like we don't match with others anymore. You know what I'm saying? We're not in the same frequency anymore, right? But we're still here somehow. So there has to be something, some type of lesson, some type of thing that brings us back. Yes? Queen Alien with the $5 super chat. Let's go. My twin flame came back. Is there any way to manifest us being together physically faster in this lifetime? He's back with me, but 700 miles away. You see, I always Queen Alien, we knew it. I knew it, Queen Alien. I knew it. Everything happens for a reason, man. Everything happens for a reason. Is there any way to manifest? Just believe. Believe in what I've been telling you, right? Believe in what what you know in your heart, because your heart is the timeline. No. And remember, law of rhythm, okay? Not everything is going to be nice and dandy. Sometimes you're going to have ups and downs, and that's okay. Don't let the downs get to you, man. Don't absorb so much, yeah? Okay? But just feel. Like, try to feel your timeline, Queen Alien, right? Try to feel your timeline from your heart. Like, your manifestations from your heart. You know, divine feminine energy. Try to feel that. Okay, that's how you're going to manifest. Yeah? And of course, visualization. Visualize you and this person together in a nice house, a nice car, or whatever it is that you want to manifest, right? With your career, all that's, visualize it and feel. Feel. Okay? You can do it right now. You can literally do it right now, and it will turn into a timeline. Yeah? He's admitted he's healing and growing and took responsibility for the... I don't even need to say anything, Canadian. I don't even need to say anything. That was awesome. You got this, Queen Alien. Thank you so much for the super chat, okay? Fantastic. Okay. Thank you, Sarah. Thank you for being here. Take it easy, okay? The spiral of ascension has a downside to each loop, like an uptrend in the forex. That's a very good way to put it, Etheric. Very good way to put it. It's a very good way. Yeah, very true, man. Like, we're not going to just let go of our darkness because we think our timeline is linear, so we're gonna just let go and then the future and then we're good now. The timeline is spiral, so it's gonna show up every now and then. Boom, show up. Boom, show up. And every time it's gonna be lesser and lesser and lesser if we're doing the work. I like to do group work as in a workshop. I freaking mean it. Transformational year is no joke, but that's how it happens. Anyway, please do it. Together, no more pitching. Let's go, Omkra. What are you talking about? Talking about something else. But anyway, yes, today, 2025 is the year of transformation, guys. It's the year, it's 9 year in numerology, so that, which means if all of us are going through negative, a lot of us are going through negative things, right? We might call them psychic attacks or whatever you want to call it, right? It's because it's supposed to happen so we can purge, right? So we can purge and transform into our truest self, yes? The next year, 2026, guys, is going to be a 1 year again. 1 year, which is new beginnings, yeah? New start to life. Mario, yo bro, it already ceased. A few weeks ago, I had been connecting to some presences every night that had been uploading my consciousness with co-creation perceptions. Who are they? Any guess? Interesting. And it's going to be difficult for me to truly locate these energies, okay? If I just read your energy, it's going to be difficult, but I'll try. This feels kind of like star families, honestly. High vibrational beings. It also feels like your spirit team. Who in your spirit team? I don't know. High vibrational beings. Some neutral beings as well, actually. Yeah. Star families. Mario, star families. Star family. Presences of star families. You have many of them. Even if, yeah, you have a lot of them. They come at you as they come to you like all together. It's all one big energy. It's like star family energy. Maybe even Galactic Federation energy, possibly. Okay. I think I've been seeing weird energetic patterns just by looking at anything and anywhere, especially the light and walls right now. Yeah, okay, it just means your third eye's open, FSBS, when you're seeing this, okay? You're going to be seeing a lot more of this, okay? And they're going to be more pronounced. You're going to be seeing more little blue lights, more little green lights, red lights, whatever, mostly blue lights, okay? And you know these lights are your star families. Yeah? 7th dimension and higher. Okay? The veil is thinning, man. Sometimes what feels like dissension is actually ascension. And remember how many times you've risen back up, hopped back on track. Very true. The universe is mental, guys. Okay? So even if we want to put things outside of ourselves, remember you have control of everything. Even if you're in a very low frequency right now or whatever, and you think you're descending, okay? You can switch it with your mental manifestor being, okay? A creator being. You can switch whatever's happening to you right now into a glass half full, into a positive energy. And when you do that, you put yourself in higher dimensional spaces. You put yourself in timelines where this will occur just by your belief. And it doesn't have to be super strong, guys. It really doesn't have to be everything in belief. Although if it is that way, it's going to manifest quicker. But it doesn't have to be. It could just be a part of you that believes that. A good big part of you, even though the other part doesn't believe it, a good big part of you still believes it. And if you work on this part of you every day, right? You work on this, I'm going to be okay. I'm going to find my purpose. I know I am, because I love myself, right? If you work on this part every day, even if some days it gets smaller, but it's still there, you keep working on it, the universe has no choice. Has no choice but eventually give you what you desire, because you're focusing on it. That's the law of focus. The law of focus is very, very powerful, my friends, right? The law of focus is your perception. When you focus on something, right, just like in quantum physics, when the observer focuses on something, it changes whatever it is, the object that it's observing. So if you're looking at your life as only negative, you're going to focus on it like that, and you're going to put yourself there. If you look at your life as, even if something negative is happening, right, it's actually happening for my highest good. When you tell yourself this, you create this world. You create this world through your focus. You create this universe, this experience for yourself. You're a creator being. All of this is your creation. You're creating this healing for yourself just by focusing on higher dimensional, affirmations and awarenesses. You have all the power here, my friends. Okay, don't give your power away so easily. Okay. The universe is mental. Yes. Queen Alien. Thank you again for the super chat. Is there a way to channel abundance, good energy to my YouTube launch? I hear the number 1 month to make money often and hope it's a sign. Yes, if you hear that number often, grab it. Okay, grab it, put it in your heart. Okay, know that it is absolute truth. But remember, the spiritual realm doesn't work truly with time. So if it doesn't happen in a month, it's okay. It doesn't matter. It's just about getting you to do it. Okay, that's the spiritual realm. Your spirit guides want you to win. This is why you're here. Okay, understand that your spirit team is also doing this YouTube thing with you. You're not alone. Okay, now, okay, a good way to channel abundance. Okay, I love the sun. Okay, the sun is my best friend, and the sun is fantastic because of its energy and the way it is. It's fantastic, okay, to be able to manifest through the sun. So if you can, because a YouTube channel requires energy, right? It requires vitality, okay? So talk to the sun, okay? Tell your affirmations to the sun. Give your ideas to the sun, right? Go out to the sun and talk to it and look. Don't look at it directly, but have it pierce your eyes, okay? And then ask it. Ask for its blessings, right? The sun is you want to ask for its blessings because the sun represents an energy of giving, and that's what you're going to be doing when you do your YouTube channel. Okay, when you do your YouTube channel, you're giving yourself to the soul family. Basically, you're giving yourself to your soul family, to your soul tribe, right? Just like the sun. The sun comes and gives to all the plants and all the animals, right? So you can harness this energy. And the sun is energy of abundance as well. So talk to the sun, and I know I don't have any affirmations for you, yeah, but talk to the sun in your own way, okay, through your heart, right? And sometimes the best way to do things is by just speaking it from your heart instead of doing a rehearsed affirmation, yeah. Hopefully this helps. Thank you for the super chat, okay? I appreciate that. Any messages from your star family? Okay, let's see. Show me if SSBS is star family, please. Show me, Spirit. Show me, Spirit. Just be a star family. Show me, Spirit. Show me, Spirit. I don't feel like they have anything to say to you. They're just kind of there. Like, they're just kind of like, which means usually when this is the case, it means that everything is perfect. It means that you're flowing, There's nothing for them to tell you. Everything is flowing how it should. Yeah? Maybe the best thing for you to do is try your best to connect. Connect to them. Right? You're already seeing them in your vision. I promise you that those little dots that you see, those are your families on the other side. They're just winking at you, saying hi. Those little pieces of light that you see, those are your star families. Okay? They're probably trying to connect with you through feeling. It doesn't have to always be guidance either, you know? It could just be connection. I feel once you think you know something, it turns out you don't. My intuition is slightly defected. No, there's nothing wrong with your intuition, Melissa, right? There's absolutely nothing wrong with your intuition. Your intuition is perfect. It's just the doubt that comes after, right? Your intuition is always perfect. And sometimes doubt comes in, and negative things come in and tricks your spirits. Everyone has that. I have them. I have doubts all the time, right? There's nothing wrong with you, okay? I heard it repeatedly, but I might take that time between finding a new job. Is this why I got fired? Oh, you know, every time something happens like that, like we get fired or, you know, all that stuff, yeah, it's usually always because it's just not part of your path. You know, you're every single thing happens for a reason, even the small things or bigger things like, you know, losing your job and things like that. All these things happen for a reason. Even in the moment, you may not understand yet, right? But 2-3 months from now, a year from now, it'll all make sense. Okay? So keep going exactly with what you're doing right now. So you're not doing anything wrong. Okay? You're going to learn many things about yourself. Also, you're going to learn about how to truly be confident in your voice, you know, speaking your truth. This is what it feels like anyway. You did yoga in the sun and equinox and got sunburned. I guess I mean, yeah, sure, but yoga in the sun is fantastic, right? If you can feel the sun and everything inside of you, right? But also try to connect to the sun as a spirit. Because there are beings that live in the sun, right? The sun is very high consciousness level. There are beings that live in the sun, and these beings are the ones that are giving us our upgrades, right? So, if anything, you kind of try to connect with the beings in the sun. Try to connect with the sun itself, and the symbolism behind the sun, rather than just feeling the sun, if that makes sense. That's right, etheric. That's right. As long as your craft comes from the heart, you literally have nothing to worry about. The heart is a magnet, y'all. That's the crazy part that you guys don't, that you know, many people don't understand. The heart is a magnet. If you move from your heart, your absolute passion about things, not because you have to do this to make money, not because you have to do this or because someone told you to do it, but because you want to do it, because it's your truest expression of self, it becomes a magnet. And even if now or even in a year from now, if you don't see any abundance yet, it doesn't matter, right? Eventually it will come. Eventually it will come. It's just a law of the universe. Yeah. Will is also needed here, guys. Okay. You need God's will. Okay. You need God's strength, because sometimes not everything is when we're doing our purpose and we're doing our thing and we're not getting abundance yet, right? And it might even take a year, 2 years, 3 years. It depends. Truly, you know, it's just life, right? That's okay. Keep going anyway, and keep doing it from your heart. Omkra, any messages from your star families? Let's see. I feel blue beings for you, Omkra. Blue star family beings. This could be Andromedans, possibly. Or Syrians. Or a mix. Something about your heart center, Omkra. Something about opening up more to your heart center. That's what they want. Move from your heart more, even more than you have been. And move when no one's watching. Move when you are on your own. This will magnetize higher events and higher healing for you. Connection to your star families, connection to your guides through the heart. I know it's very simple, right? But sometimes the messages, the more simple they are, sometimes the more better they are, you know? It just depends. You have to listen with your heart instead. You are saying they're not a specific star family. These presences only communicate from perception to perception, so I could never identify them. I always thought they were a specific star family. It feels like a group of star families to me, Mario. Right? But again, follow your intuition, man. Right? You're the one that knows yourself even more than me. All I'm doing is feeling your expression. Right? When I feel your expression, then from there I can also kind of feel your guides and your star families and stuff, and then they give me visions. Okay. So I do feel like maybe like 2 families, 3 families possibly, all in one. What it feels like to me, okay? But the thing is, the families that are the family that is giving you probably the more perceptions, right, or dimensional awareness, is probably one family, right? There's probably a main family that you're connecting to, if that makes sense. 608, okay. My soulmate has returned after her broke my heart, okay? I need guidance as to what to do. Not sure what to make of things. Let me see. Well, what do you feel? Not sure what to make of things. How do you feel about this, Kenyatta? How do you feel right now about it? Do you feel like at this moment, do you feel like you'll be better off for now just kind of doing your own thing? Right? Like, try to feel right now. Right? Don't let the doubt come in. Just feel in the moment, quickly. Right? It's usually your intuition is the first thing that pops up. Okay? Try to feel. Would I be good? Just, am I feeling good right now? And if you are, it's like, hey, I'm just feeling good right now. I don't really need extra stuff right now. Then just be patient. Be patient. I feel like you actually have to focus a little bit more on yourself. Yeah? While beings really live in the sun, I mean, so there are beings in the moon as well. But we have been to the moon, right? And we didn't find beings as in the 5th dimensional space. Yes, in the 5D. Look, the moon has a version of itself that's in the 3D. The moon has a version of itself that's in the 4D. The moon has a version of itself that's in the 5D, and so on. Okay, and in each dimension, different beings live in there, right? So we are 5D beings. So we're always going to match with the 5D perception. Okay. The beings that live in the sun are of 5D and higher, even higher dimensions. I think it's like 12th dimension, possibly. I don't know. Really high dimensions. Okay? So we're not going to be able to see them, right? We're not going to be able to see them with our eyes. We're going to feel them. That's why I say go out in the sun and ask, right? And feel. I promise you, you're going to feel these beings in the sun. And through feeling, that's the fifth dimension. Okay? Yes, there are beings in the sun. And they're very, very high vibrational. Very high vibrational. Okay, FSBS. Thank you, everyone. Let's go. Awesome. Thank you so much, FSBS, for being here, okay? I'm probably going to be heading out soon as well, guys. I got some stuff I got to do, and some videos I got to edit. So I'm probably going to head out in like about 5 minutes. I know it's sudden, but I got to get out of here, okay? But this is wonderful live, man. You guys are always pulling through. Guys, go to the Discord, okay? Go to the Lighthouse. Go to the Discord. Fantastic Discord, okay? If you guys haven't yet, go check it out. It's in the video description down below, okay, guys? Looks like we got another super chat, man. Let's go. Luke, do you have any spiritual reading message for me? Going through a lot lately. Okay. Wonder if I'm on the right path. Also feeling like I'm going through a spiritual awakening. Okay, for sure. I can feel you opening up more and more and more to spirituality. You know, your perception right now, Luke, is in 4D perception. You're no longer in the 3D perception. Right? You're no longer in 3D consciousness, Luke. You're in 4D consciousness, which means, yes, you're going through a spiritual awakening. Yeah. The 4D is feeling. You can't see it. It's feeling. Yeah. Your perception is in the 4D. Now it's your goal to have your perception go to the 5D. That's basically the whole spiritual journey, okay? Let me see if I can get any guidance from your spirit team. They're excited for you. Very excited for you. I feel them clapping. They're saying that this journey is about you, okay? They're saying that to focus on yourself, okay? This doesn't mean that you have to be a selfish person. It means that you're focusing on your triggers. You have trauma, lots of trauma that you're starting to finally be aware of, okay? You're going to be more aware of this trauma. You're going to be more aware of your triggers. This is why you have to focus on you. This journey is about you and self-love and detachment, okay? This is what they're saying. This is what I'm feeling. I'm not saying it, but I'm feeling it. The dark energies will dissipate as long as you focus on love. That is what you are missing here, Luke, is love. Your focus is on other things, even other spiritual terms. Return your focus to love only, almost like you are perfectly devoted to love. The more devoted you are to love, the more you connect to us, your spirit team. And the more you connect to your spirit team, the more you connect to your soul. You have a purpose ahead of you. It's a spiritual purpose. But first, you must heal yourself. Focus on love. Focus on your heart chakra. Okay? If you have trouble focusing on love, I know it's difficult, right? There's literally endless amounts of information in the internet. Okay? Endless amount of classes, endless amount of courses, endless amount of free courses, endless amount of, I mean, if you want to look at all my content, doesn't have to be my content, could be someone else. You know, read some books about your chakras, okay? Endless, okay? This is a big journey you're going to be ahead. It's a big journey you're going to be stepping into. There's a lot to learn, okay? I think that's it for you. Thank you so much, Luke, for the super chat. I appreciate you. I think it's time for me to go, guys. This was a wonderful live. Thank you guys so much for being here as well. Remember, guys, we are creator beings, okay? We have all of the power inside of our hearts. We have all of the power inside of our minds. Take care of your mental, guys, okay? If there are lower energies present, if you think that there are lower energies messing with you and stuff like that, it's okay if they're there. You also have higher energies with you. Focus on the higher energies instead. Okay? You guys can do this. You guys are the manifestors of your world. You guys are the manifestors and the creator beings of your timelines. Act like it, man. Know you are, and it will become. I love you guys so very much. Check out the Discord. Okay, all the links are in the video description down below. If you guys want a reading with myself, a more detailed reading, all that stuff in the description down below. All that stuff. Okay. promise you guys, I promise you, eventually, whatever it is that you guys are going through, because I can feel some of you guys aren't feeling so well, okay? Eventually, it's going to go away, I promise. Okay? Hang in there. Bye, guys.